what's your name?
Hi, my name is Sebastian. I'm an aerospace engineering student at Florida Institute of Technology from Melbourne.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm here to talk about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and I just want to get people's opinion on the street because it's so toxic on the media, and it's always good to talk to people on the street, and what are your thoughts?
I think it's really sad. I mean, he was just somebody who spoke his opinion. It's not like he was this political congressman or senator or whatever. He was just going to college campuses, campuses like mine, and talking to the students there. And I think it's a horrible thing that happened. And I think what's even worse is the people who are celebrating it online. I think that's really horrible.
It is, and the same thing is going on in my home country too, and this is also why I want to talk to people on the street, because the media over there and the people who are believing them are now portraying him as a right-wing extremist, fascist, Nazi. Even before they knew he had passed, they started, and they got all his comments that he had made. You know, the one about the Second Amendment, and it's all taken out of context. And so that is that a thing that you're talking about amongst you and other students?
Yeah, definitely. I think what's interesting about Gen Z. And I'm 19 years old, so I'm definitely in that loop, is that I think a lot of us just don't know how to talk to each other. I think a lot of times people take things personally. They can't argue, they can't debate, and they resort to violence, which is really horrible. And I think even here in the States as well, certain media portray him as a Nazi or a fascist, and I think it's totally out of context. I think it's really a horrible thing that they're doing, and I think he was someone who loved his country, his faith, and it's a very sad thing.
Yeah, it is. And did you follow him, or before this? Did you follow his Turning Point?
Yeah. So not necessarily Turning Point USA, but I did watch his debates with college students, and obviously I think he was a very prominent voice in the election as well. So I definitely saw his content. And he was like a billion view person on YouTube, and his organization was massive, and it had a very significant impact for the youth.
It did, and I saw his wife yesterday, Erica, and I got the sense, this is like a turning point, because there was a young Turning Point member there. I think she was like your age, and she's like, we are fired up, and I feel like maybe. I'm going to not say anything good coming out of this, but maybe do you have that sense that the young people are going to mobilize even more?
I think so, because I think that I think for us young people, even a few years ago, we thought assassinations were a byproduct of the 60s and 70s with Kennedy and MLK and people like that. Not something that happens today at all, and I think that the young people are realizing that this is unacceptable. It's 2025. We can't be assassinating people over what they think, and I do see that trend with young people noticing that this is becoming too much.
Yeah, that's. I don't think it's even settled in yet. I don't know. It's been such a shock to see him being murdered like that, and in front of all the students. And he was so good. I mean, they act like he was forced. He went into the college and forced himself. These kids wanted to talk to him, Right. It was so much fun to watch him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think, like I was saying, it's not like he was doing anything violent or anything. He was just talking to people, and that's it. So I think it is really, really sad.
Yeah, I appreciate you talking to me, and I will. I hope this comes out. I always have to cross my fingers because I'm not very techy, but thank you so much.
Right, thank you.
Hi there, what's your name?
My name is David.
How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
I am here today to talk about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and I wanted to get the opinion of people on the street because there's so much going on now. With all the chatter all over the place, so I wanted to know what are your thoughts since this happened?
Well, my thoughts is it's a very sad thing what happened. You have a young man there that left two kids orphaned, you know, a wife widowed, unnecessarily because someone doesn't have agree with his opinions. You know, and just because you don't agree with anybody doesn't mean that you have to go out there and get violent. You know, that's the freedom of this country.
Right.
You know, and that's what we need to value. We need to value that freedom of speech. You know, the difference of everybody. This country is made up of different cultures and different beliefs. You know, we shouldn't be hating somebody because they're different or because they believe in something different.
But that's true, because then we would be all going out there killing each other because if you thought something different than I did, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, yeah.
I agree with you.
And did you know Charlie Kirk before this? Had you followed him, or?
I don't know him personally, but I have followed his some of his videos, and I actually agree with a lot of what he said.
Yeah, and were you in the Air Force?
I was in the Air Force, yes, 6 years, 1982, 1988.
Okay, that's great. And there's another thing going on. The media in Norway is it's the same as the media here, and they are calling him a right-wing extremist. They are calling him a fascist, and they're picking apart. They take all these comments, like he said that it was worth having shootings so that we could protect the Second Amendment, but they have taken the whole whatever he said out of context.
Yeah, well, I am a strong believer of the Second Amendment. Second Amendment. You know, I also own guns too, and I have it to protect my home. And I believe that we should own guns to protect our home, not to go out there and assassinate people and kill people because I don't believe what they say or what they believe in.
Yeah, so what he was saying this at one of his turning point events, and he was saying the whole comment he said is that we have to, it's like, should we ban cars because they kill 50,000 people a year? And then it's like, should we ban guns? So he was making a comparison of that, and he said there's certain things we have to sacrifice because of freedom, but he didn't say that he thought it was great that people died. That was the
exactly. He didn't say that.
No.
No.
Okay, so yeah, so people are celebrating his death, especially the people that call themselves from the party of love. You know, the Democrats and many of them. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's very shameful that they're celebrating someone's death. You know, especially someone who left two orphans and a wife widowed.
Yeah.
It's very shameful. I mean, are you going to celebrate someone in your family died and you're going to celebrate that they died? No.
No, and I wouldn't celebrate.
You know, would I want someone to celebrate a death of my family because they died? No, of course not. We need to be compassionate. Whether we agree with them or not, we still need to be compassionate of others.
Yeah. Have you noticed a change? Did you ever think it would come to this, where people would celebrate someone's death like this?
I'm actually surprised. I never thought that would happen.
No.
And I never thought I would see something like that in the media or anywhere.
And do you, I have been here a long time, and I know that we used to be able to disagree, but we, and we could become friends, but that has changed so much.
It has changed.
Yeah.
You know, I can give you an example. I have a friend. We've been friends for about 30 years, her and me. And we disagree on a lot of stuff, but we have never argued against each other, fought against each other, or stopped talking because we didn't believe what the other believed.
Right. And that's the way it used to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you respect one another, and that's what Charlie Kirk did, and he was so great when he went out there and debated the opposition at colleges. And
I'm gonna miss those debates.
Yeah. We're gonna miss Charlie Kirk.
I wish I could have met him in person.
Yeah, so do we, but we have to keep his legacy going.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
Thank
we
you
do.
so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You have a
thank
good day.
Okay. Hi there.
Hi.
What's your name?
Joe Cal.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm here to talk about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and I wanted to know what are your thoughts? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say
that they would kill a guy that didn't cause problems, that gave everybody a chance to have their own point of view and discuss it with them in a rational way that everybody would get their points out. Also, he had a great way of embarrassing people as to, they had no research, they had nothing but talking points, they weren't educated to the real problems. They just ran through their life with just talking points and things that were fed to them through the left-wing media that was constantly pounded in their brain. And his death was a result of definitely, without a doubt, the left-wing media pounding into everybody's brain that the right wing is out to do nothing but cause problems. And the hypocrisy is that everything that the right wing has been accused of has been done by the left-wing media. And the lies have constantly been repeated over and over and over again. And I'm ashamed of the right-wing media in a lot of ways, because when they say these lies, confronting them on a one-on-one basis, they let them speak it without challenging them and saying, what are you talking about? State your case. They just let them spout these lies. And then the most other aggravating thing is, not only let them spout the lie, but they fall into that trap of saying, yeah, well, they both do that. All parties do that. That's not true. That's total BS. Not all parties do that. If you go to any school or college where they're putting on some kind of get-together, you don't see conservatives there uprooting it. You don't see us out. Perfect case in point. Charlie Kirk, were we out burning the streets? Were we out rioting? Were we out there, telling everybody, that what he said was wrong? No, the left wing was. The left wing accused him of being an instigator, which he never was. He was trying to give the gifts that God gave him of trying to contact two people with normal conversation, of which the left used to do years and years ago. And now they're just so, whatever you want to call it, the Trump derangement or whatever. As long as they maintain that route, this is not going to go anywhere. And the fact that they're doing what they're doing and assassinating this guy, and then even getting out there and saying certain ones that it was meant to be, or he deserved it, totally disgusting. They are totally engaged in doing nothing but trying to get their power base back. Everything about them is just strictly on power. It's not for the individual. It's not for the person that they're supposed to be representing, the average blue-collar worker. It's for power, strictly power. That was the whole thing behind bringing 12 to 20 illegal immigrants in, to increase their voting base and get their power back. They're not interested in sharing the limelight with anybody else but themselves. And the shame of taking a guy like that had the chance to open the line of thought between the two major parties and assassinating him, it's disgusting. There's no other word, but it makes you want to throw up in disgust. It's a shame. It's a shame. There's not but one person on that part of the left wing that has said, anybody in power, that has said, okay, let's now sit down. They have not approached the right wing at all to sit and get together. They're so concerned. They're insane. They're in their Coleman's insane. How can you not want any part of the government to help you? You don't want the National Guard to come in to help the crime, to stop people from getting killed in the streets. You don't have it under control. You're saying to your own party and your own people that they should accept the fact that there's going to be murders, that there's going to be rapes, there's going to be robberies, and it's going to be their way of life. And bringing in the government is not going to do anything, which is total asinine. It's total BS. But you don't see, you only see the paid people, maybe by George Soros, maybe by whoever, out there demonstrating against Trump sending in troops to help the local neighborhoods. You don't see the local neighborhood Joe on the street out there yelling, yeah, I don't want Trump here. I don't want him to protect my daughter going to school or my son, God forbid, getting shot by a stray bullet. I don't want that. No, you don't see any of them out there. It's just, I don't know. Unfortunately, I think we're beyond some part of hope. And he gave hope. And they killed one of the greatest people that gave hope. And it's a damn shame. He was definitely put here for a reason. And they took that reason away. And I feel blessed to have even heard his words and to have known him through TV or his speeches. And God, I hope he rests his soul. And he believes in God, so I'm sure he's happy where he is. And I feel sorry for his wife and kids. But hopefully somebody will turn around with any power on the left side and say, let's sit down and talk. And don't tell me anymore about both parties. It's a bipartisan thing. It's not a bipartisan thing. There is nobody on the right wing going out and rioting and burning down the houses and burning down their own neighborhoods and stores when something doesn't go their way. There's no right-wing Republicans running to the college campuses when they have a get-together to promote something and trying to stop them from doing it. Okay? It's not happening on the right side. It's only on the left. But that's all I got to say. Thank you very much.
No, you about summed it up. Thank you so much. You really did.
Thank you.
And since this is going to be, hopefully if I got all this, I'm always nervous that something goes wrong with the camera. It is going to be on our channel in Norway, and I will tell you that it's the same there. The Norwegian politicians and media is like the Democrats and the media here, and there has been this hatred towards Charlie Kirk. I don't even know what to say. I have no words, and that's why I'm coming out to talk to people here, because what you said here just now is you summed up how we feel. You really did.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
And okay. Hello there. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe. Nice to meet you. I'm here talking to people on the streets about Charlie Kirk's assassination, and just because I want the media and everything, it's so awful out there. So
well, the media is responsible for his death.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
They started calling him a fascist, Hitler. What did they expect was going to happen? A lot of cuckoos on that far left side in this country. And that's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy thought he was Hitler and he had to kill him. My feeling, I feel like I did when I found out Kennedy was shot. All right, and God, he probably would have been the only Democrat I would have ever voted for, John Kennedy. And that was terrible. We had, it was 3 days, it was horrific. This is the same.
Yeah,
exactly,
you were saying you were telling me this is one of the worst things.
It's bad, it's really bad. And you have to look at it and say why, and the media in this country, there's only one place you can get about 90% of the truth, and that's Fox News. The rest of them, I mean, you can sit and watch Fox News and then turn to ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC. News is never the same on those channels.
No.
Never the same. President Trump he's Hitler, trying to take over the whole country with an army, and all he's trying to do is stop people from being killed. Hey, the country's in terrible shape right now.
And you remember JFK? You remember?
Yeah,
I mean, you were.
Yeah, I was 21 years old when he died.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're both 83.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Come
I'll
on.
be 84.
Okay.
But I do remember it. And
people lie about their age. I think you made yourself older, actually.
Oh, God.
Yes. Okay, so you were 21. So this is, you have the same feeling, or
Exactly. Exactly. First, I couldn't believe it, and I refused to look at the video that was posted all over. I just didn't want to see it. In fact, I was watching his the conference. Fox had it on when he was shot. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. The only good thing that came out of Kennedy's assassination was somebody shot the guy that shot Kennedy.
Yeah.
Lee Harvey Oswald got shot in the police station the next day.
Yeah.
And we were watching that at the time when he came out of the crowd and shot him.
Oh wow.
I mean, everybody was happy about it, but the sad part is we never really knew if he did it or not. And I still, you know, although everybody says he did, this one looks like they know for sure. I mean, this kid actually did it. Marked the bullets, called fascist, Hitler.
And now it's
where does all this come from?
I know.
It comes from the media. The media.
And I wanted to ask you this because a lot of these teachers across the country now.
Yeah.
So is it the media and the teachers?
It's teachers union. The unions in this country back in the 30s were needed because workers were being taken advantage of. Today it isn't true. People don't need unions anymore.
No.
Unions are socialist. You know, they want to share in everything.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay for anything. And it's terrible. It's getting worse. Teachers union is the worst. Look what they did to this country during the epidemic. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Shut all the schools down. It was terrible, terrible. You got a whole generation coming up that only know the internet and think everything they see is true on the internet.
Yeah.
My God, and it's not. It's terrible.
And before they found the person who shot him, they were thinking that it may have something to do with the transgender ideology. And now they say, New York Post says that he had a roommate, or he had a partner that was transgender. And is now transitioning. What are your thoughts on that?
I think they are less than 2% of the population of the United States. Yet everything is being changed for them, and it's crazy. Who cares I don't care what they do. Leave the kids alone. You know, it's ridiculous to get an 8-year-old kid who wants to dress up like a woman and say, oh, okay, you know, remove his genitals and make him a woman. The kid is 8 years old. It's insanity. I think it's gotten way, way out of hand.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody really cares whether you're gay, you're straight, or what you are. Who cares? It's your personal life. You don't need to publicize it, you know, wear rainbows.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous.
And they're taking all his comments, previous comments, out of context. I don't know if you've seen that.
Always.
Just
constantly.
one sentence of his 15-minute speech.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a report on that because.
Oh my God! You want to do a report? Do a report on the 60-minute thing that Kamala Harris did.
Yeah.
Where they absolutely changed the full meaning of that thing. Trump sued him and he won. All right, CBS had to pay him $16 million.
Yeah.
Because they did go in and they edited that whole thing.
Yeah.
Because thank God she didn't win. We had 4 years that almost sank this country.
Can you imagine what it would be like?
With the moron.
Yeah.
And now you get Biden at least had about a half a brain. She had no, and I'm
That's
not.
being kind.
Believe me, I would love to see a woman president. I think there are a few around who could really handle the job. Really handle the job. I think this governor from South Dakota, absolutely, make a great president. The one that was Trump's ambassador to the United Nations, can't remember her name. It's North Carolina. She was the governor. Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
Another one, make a good president.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, that lady didn't have a clue what was going on in the world.
No.
Not a clue.
No. She was a DEI, but we're not supposed to say that. But
Well,
you know, yeah.
yeah, again, you know, why
Yeah.
not? We had 4 years of,
Yeah.
you know, it's your turn. Yeah, but I can't read or write. Well, that's okay. You could still teach school.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it amounts
Yeah.
to. It's ridiculous. That's why Trump almost got killed twice. Well, the first time anyway. That was all DEI. They had people in the Secret Service that didn't belong there, never belonged there.
Right.
It's nuts. Trump is the only hope this country has right now, really.
And did you ever think, you talk about, you remember JFK, I mean, did you ever think the country would come to this point? I've lived here since 1982.
No, I thought we were through with it because we had JFK, then we had Martin Luther King, then we had RFK. And they all ran together there for a while. And that was terrible. It was a terrible time for this country. I mean, really terrible time. I mean, Jack Kennedy alone was enough to take you down. And then when they shot Martin Luther King, could not believe that. And then for Robert Kennedy, who would have definitely won the election. Yeah, to be shot in the kitchen of a hotel. You know, I really thought the country was going to come to its demise. But America's a funny country. When we really needed a change at the top, American voters gave us a change, right? We went out and did it. Because 4 more years of what the Democrats have been dishing out, we would not have a country.
No.
And now you got this idiot running for mayor in New York City. My God, he's a 100% socialist communist.
And it,
Going to have government stores. My God.
well, and my thing is that he's, I think he'll be like the mayor of London, you know, with his Islam.
Oh yeah, that's getting worse over there.
Yeah.
My God.
Norway too. We're getting Islamicized, as they call it.
Oh, big time.
Yes.
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, they're all sorry they opened their borders. All of them.
Yeah.
And Trump is the only one that said you cannot have a country with open borders.
No.
It's impossible. And what does that idiot do 4 years ago but open the borders? He let in 12 million people.
Yeah. Crazy.
And nobody knows where they are or what they're capable of.
Yeah.
I tell you, you know who was affected by this the most?
Doctrine.
I got my 20-year-old grandson, is a junior in college.
Yeah.
When he found this out, he totally upset. It blew his mind. He was a big follower of Charlie. Charlie's believed in him. Really,
Your
and
grandson.
was the main reason that he voted for Trump in the election was Charlie Kirk. So
I can imagine that. I seen young people on TV. They're just devastated. I mean,
they
we're
are.
devastated.
everybody is.
Yeah.
I'm really.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to say something? I don't have to. Yeah. You want to say something?
Do you agree with me or don't agree with me?
I agree with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. One should work. Yes. You agree with is he your husband?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And you agree with him. It's good that you agree.
Yes. Oh yeah.
How could you live under the same roof in these days, you know, and not agree? I don't know. That would be hard, I think. I used to be able to do that.
I don't know. You know, we've been married
How many years?
62 years.
62 years.
Wow.
Was it 1963? We were
Really?
married, yeah.
Coming up on 60.
And that was the year. Was that the year JFK?
Yeah, we were married 1 month. We were married October 20th. He was shot on November 22nd, a month.
Okay.
We've been married
Yeah.
4 weeks,
Yeah.
and we spent 3 days watching the whole week. It was terrible.
Yeah. And
Really was
yeah, and
terrible.
no, but I appreciate you talking to me, and I really do.
You do. I rarely get choked up, but I did over JFK, RFK,
To go.
MLK, and over Charlie.
Yeah.
You get choked up over it because he didn't
Yeah.
deserve it.
The only hope I have, I saw his wife yesterday, Erica, and
She said it's going on. Everything's going on.
yeah, but she urged people, you know, let
You
carry
just
on
stay
his
with it,
legacy,
yeah, 'cause
and I think that's what's going to happen.
They're going to continue with all his podcasts,
Yeah.
and they're going to have. I mean, he had a big network. A lot of people never realized it. This kid had 85 million followers online, and
I didn't know that.
The Turning Point USA movement annually took in $81 million. Seriously, this guy had like 150 employees. Nobody realized that. So it's terrible.
It was sad to see his casket being carried off.
Oh yeah, well, the funeral next week will be worse.
Yeah, that happy. I don't know how to explain him, and then now he's just he's gone. And we're supposed to not have mourn, because then we're gonna turn him into a, what do they call it, a martyr. And you know what? I'd rather have him as a martyr than kill Mark Garcia or the people that the left. Yeah.
So that's how I feel about it. So
I really do appreciate you talking to me, and
Do you want to?
like I said, I want you to just say whatever you think. I'm not even gonna. Well, I might ask you something, but
Right.
yeah. So
My opinion?
let me just. I'm here to talk to Americans on the street, especially the young kids, about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and I wanted to know what are your thoughts?
All right. Can I go? You want me to go?
Yeah. It's.
Hello, my name's Logan Fritzen, and my thoughts on Charlie Kirk. It was a very bad thing. I love Charlie Kirk, and he was a great guy, in my opinion. And all these people out here saying like that they're happy that he's died, like the leftists or whatever. And I really liked watching his his debates on TikTok, and I mean that's mostly what I gotta say. And R.I.P. And
and
I hope his family and his kids are doing good, because it's hard to like not have a dad growing up, and it was pretty sad. So I just want to say R.I.P.
And can I ask you how old you are?
15.
Okay, yeah, so you've been following him, and when you saw this happening, what were your thoughts? I mean,
Well, what was it, like a day or two ago?
yeah,
I was like, I got an interview at my school actually. Some girl came up to me and she was like, "What's your thoughts on Charlie Kirk getting shot?" And I was like, "No way." I was
really?
Like, yeah. And I was like, "Nah, I hope he's doing well." And then later I was like searching it up. I found the video of him getting shot, and I was like, "He's probably not gonna make it," but because it hit him in the neck.
So you were was it from the news? Somebody that came and interviewed you, or?
No, it was just some girl. She was some girl that goes to my school. She had her phone or whatever. I was really sad actually about it.
Yeah, that is really shocking. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's a sad day for the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll say something.
Yeah. And by the way, you guys are surfing. Do you see sharks?
Kinda. Sometimes.
Yeah, I saw a shark today.
Yeah?
Earlier. Saw one too. I got off a wave and turned around. It was like a big fin 10 feet away from me.
A big fin.
Yeah. Shark fin.
And you still go out there?
Yeah.
They usually don't bother you if you don't bother them.
So usually just chasing right now it's like the mullet run. Like a ton of fish migrate from up north and they come down. So a lot of like the predatory fish, they go out there and they just chase them around. So like they're not
tarpon, sharks. Yeah, they don't want us.
Yeah. They want the bait.
Maybe it's safer in the water than it is on land, you know? Yeah. Okay, so what are your thoughts? What's your name?
My name is Caden Fritzen. I'm his older brother.
Oh, okay.
I think no matter your political beliefs, I don't think anybody deserves to die like that in front of all those people on the campus, especially because his mom and kids were there, so they had to witness that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I think they were there, and they were, in the vicinity, close around.
Huh?
There's someone behind.
Oh.
And I don't think anyone deserves to see their father or husband killed like that.
No. And did you follow Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, I've been following him for quite a while now. I would see videos of him all the time, of him debating. He wasn't ever disrespectful to anyone. He was always debating, respectfully, hearing what they had to say, and then, responding to what they had to say.
Yeah. And now they're smearing him like a fascist and
now they're, talking bad on his name after he was just murdered.
And he wasn't even, we didn't even know if he had died yet, and they started.
Yeah, I saw the video as well. I was at the gym, and my cousin texted me and told me about it. And I ended up seeing the video, and I saw where he got shot, and he got shot in the neck. Immediately he started spewing blood. It was like very unlikely for him to survive, but if he did, it would have been a miracle.
Yeah.
And he believed in Jesus and all that.
Yeah,
so.
and you believe in Jesus. Well, do you think there's any hope that this will maybe mobilize? I've seen a lot of kids want to mobilize.
What do you mean?
And carry on his legacy, the turning point?
Yeah, I think after that, a lot of people got inspired, especially his wife. I saw her post on her Instagram about it, and she said, "You haven't seen anything yet," or something like that. I'm gonna carry on.
She was very good, and that's what I was thinking about the mobilizing, because she was urging everybody to do that. So
and I've seen one other guy was similar to what he did. The debates in public. That guy, people are now warning him to not do stuff like that.
Who is he?
I forget his name.
So there's another guy that does similar.
Yeah, he wasn't, I don't think he's been around as long as Charlie or as famous or any of that, but he had a similar thing, and a lot of people, I think he had a meeting, like a similar type thing happening the next day, and he canceled it because he saw Charlie got murdered.
Yeah.
My name's Caleb Chadwick. I'm 18 years of age. I think it was just like a terrible thing to do. Like it's terrible to take someone's life when all they're doing is just speaking their opinions and trying to help the younger just understand more about just everything in life that they'll need to accomplish. But it's just terrible. I mean,
it is, and if you were going to start doing that, then you would have to eliminate anybody that you don't agree with. It's awful.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they did it, his whole family was there. His daughter just to witness it. It's terrible.
I didn't even know that. That's all that.
Yeah.
And I spoke to a man here. He was 82 years old, and he had witnessed JFK.
Yeah.
And he told me that this was the worst day of his life since JFK.
That's crazy.
That was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
It's crazy to take someone's life just because you don't believe with what their opinions and stuff. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. No, it's a really sad day for the country.
Yeah,
but I
terrible.
appreciate you talking, and I'm so glad that the young people understand. You're all. Yeah.
I followed him for a while, and I love watching his videos and stuff that he posted on TikTok and Instagram, and I just watched them every time I saw him. I watched them, and they're great videos.
And they're taking everything he says out of context.
Yep.
Taking one sentence that he said out of a 15-minute thing.
Yeah, the media always twists it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so unfair. So, we got to just keep on. Do you want to say something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I appreciate it. See, there you go. You guys should be on TV regular.
Yeah. My name's Ethan Chadwick. I'm his younger brother.
Okay.
I'm 16, and whether you agree with him or not, no one deserves to be murdered in front of their wife and kids.
No.
And it's a shame because their kids are going to grow up without a father, and they won't have a father to look up to, and they're going to wonder where he is because they're so young, they don't know.
No.
And so it's really sad that they'll have to go through with that. And whether you agree with him or not, you shouldn't have to do that to someone just because you don't like what they have to say.
No, you can't. And and when I saw that when they got the shooter, and first I saw him, and I thought, oh my God, he looks like the boy next door. I mean, I don't know if it was brainwashed or what. We don't know that much yet, but it's insane.
Yeah,
it really is.
sad
and how he got away with it, I have a feeling he had help.
I definitely think he had help some sort.
Do you think so too?
I would say he probably had some sort of help.
Yeah, and did you all see the guys in the behind Charlie that were doing the hand signals?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. I mean,
that could be
anything. It could be a signal to his other security people.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, I don't know. But it could be anything really.
A signal too.
It could have been.
Well, it was right before because it was during. What does it mean? Maybe the baseball. It was tipping.
I'm not
it was
sure.
The hat and then the ear. It was like a baseball.
He did something like that.
Yeah. And then touched his arm or something.
And then it was the guy that was celebrating that got all of the news.
It's unfortunate.
It's really insane. It's like we're watching some kind of bad movie. It really is.
Yeah, and all those people that are celebrating his death and happy, those people are sick.
Yeah, and
there's a lot
of
of evil in this world.
It is, and you as young, I don't remember this because I've been here since 1982. I don't remember it being this vicious, but we didn't have social media then either. But this, I don't remember it ever being like this. I don't. Yeah, so.
I think it's been pretty recent that people have been getting brainwashed.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Just want to say that the guy who actually shot him was, his family's like Republican and whatever, so what I've heard is that the college has been influencing like bad thoughts on the guy, and after that he had some like transgender girlfriend or something, so I mean, I think that
his dad turned him in, his own dad.
Yeah. Brought him to the church before.
So he could forgive or give himself to God or whatever.
Can you imagine being his family? I mean, and I think he had 2 younger brothers.
I can imagine.
No.
I'd be sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think you know your brother from
and then
your whole life.
you find out he assassinated him.
Oh my God. And it's been like the world, America has changed, and he even said America will never be the same. He said the day before.
even the Trump, like whoever's trying to assassinate Trump, like that was messed up too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the president. I mean, it's the president. I mean, I know it happened with JFK, but like that's like just bad. And at least it like didn't kill him. So
I worry now. I worry that who's going to be next. I really do. I don't know how they can secure everything, but yeah. As an immigrant, thank you guys. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you too, guys. Yeah, and stay away from the sharks. Hi, how are you? Yeah. Okay, so I'm here talking to people in the street. I'm from work for a paper in Norway, and the rhetoric and everything about Charlie Kirk is the same over there, and I want to talk to people about the street, about their thoughts.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Yeah. So what comes to your mind when I say Charlie Kirk is died? You know.
I mean, it's definitely it's a sad event. You know, you don't expect things like this to happen,
right.
Especially when he's not speaking hate. You know, a lot of people say he's too extremist, but that's why we have rights that we can speak. We have options that we could do. We don't have to always go to violence, right? And I feel like Charlie Kirk, was a person that was advocate for a lot of people. And yes, you could disagree with what he said, but doesn't mean you have to go out there and shoot him just because you disagree with his point.
I just spoke to a man. He was 82, so he remembered JFK being murdered. So hello. Maybe I can talk to you afterwards.
What are you
asking about Charlie Kirk? Yeah. So you were saying, and you were saying extremists, but like I find the media in Norway, and they do that here, but I work for that, so I noticed they pick his one sentence out of maybe a 15-minute, and they pick it apart, and
So the main thing about his thing was like change my mind, right?
Yeah.
And he'll bring his own topic, and all you had to do was debate with him, right? That was his main thing. And even though a lot of times, I won't be honest, it was mostly against, the LGBTQ community, right? So, he was just speaking what he thought it was the right opinion, right?
Go ahead.
You're good, man. No, but, that's what I'm saying. Most of that community didn't agree with it, because, it's like, oh, you approving genocide, you're approving this. But that was not it. He was speaking facts and he was speaking truth. And that's what we have to understand, there's no need to source to violence just because you're disagreeing to a point or because you just don't like the way he speaks. We have freedom of speech, and that's why we need to access. We don't need to source to violence for any of this. It's all points of view. What can you say? You can have different points of view. You can have that's the beauty about this country. You can have different points of view, and not everybody has to be on the same page. Right? This country is built with immigrants. This country is built with different type of people, that all have different points of views. All right. You from Norway have different points of view. Israel, all these other people have different points of view. You can have a point of view just because he has a platform to talk about it, doesn't mean you need to kill him.
No.
That's my point.
No, it's a sad day for our country. And
sad day. He spoke, like I said, he spoke truth. He spoke definitely good things, right? And I supported him. I was a follower. I subscribed to everything. And a lot of people, don't like that, right? Oh, wow, you approving to all of it? Not really. I only choose what I believe is cool, what works for me, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean everything that he said was 100% true.
No, that's yeah, I totally agree with you, and I really appreciate it. And you said you have the YouTube channel. Up
Yeah,
there,
so
you do your
I
own
do a
thing.
lot of things. So
Yeah.
we DJ, I do events, I
Yeah.
do podcasting as well. We record. So anything that has to do with WWE, we record that. We have quite a few WWE fighters that have been in our podcast.
Yeah.
Also a lot of rappers, and we had some Orlando Magic players be in our podcast too.
Yeah.
So you can check out, WTR, the Rap Game. That's our podcast, and we're on all platforms. So
Okay,
anywhere you look it up, we'll be there.
Maybe I'll put it in.
Ja.
Yeah, you speak
Wie
Norwegian.
geht's?
Oh,
Wie
you
geht's?
speak-
Alles gut?
Are you Deutsch?
No, nein. No, American.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice to
American.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name's Kathy.
Okay, so I want to know first of all, before we start talking, you said you brought your canoe here. How in the world do you go canoeing in this?
Yes. Well, what I did was it's a kayak. I put the kayak in my Jeep, and I came here to look at the waves to see if they were what I needed to ocean kayak, but I couldn't. The currents are too strong, the waves are too big. I needed small waves, consistent waves, and not so close to the shore. I had none of that, so my kayak's still in my Jeep.
Oh, okay. And I just spoke to 4 surfer kids. And they all talked to camera on camera with me, and they said they just saw a shark out there. Do you ever see sharks?
Well, I don't look for sharks, and I mean, I surfed when I was in high school. I never saw sharks. I do see sharks some when I kayak near the river, in the river rather. I do see them there, but I have not kayaked in this ocean before. Maybe when I was very, very young, I kayaked in South Florida, maybe a couple times ocean kayak. So this is new for me, ocean kayaking.
Yeah.
I kayak in flat waters, springs. I just came back from spring the other day, and lakes and canals.
Yeah, when you say river, you mean the Indian River, right?
The Indian River. So I kayak at Turkey Creek that goes down and opens up to the river. So I kayak down Turkey Creek, kayak back under the bridge, right where it opens to the river, and I kayak in the river in Sebastian.
Nice.
So I do see once in a while sharks, but I'm in the kayak. I'm not worried.
So I came here, like I told you, I work for Document News in Norway, and I'm here to talk to people on the street. I really appreciate. I'm talking about Charlie Kirk. The rhetoric out there is so awful. I got to talk to people, and I want to know what are your thoughts?
My thoughts? I'm heartbroken.
Yeah.
Very heartbroken. Charlie Kirk did a lot for our nation, for the youth that we have. My values and beliefs align with his, so I supported him wholeheartedly. But he had a way about reaching out to the younger people at the universities, and he knew how to talk with these people. His goal was really to try to answer questions as to, bring them to know Christ as their Savior, and through answering questions and giving them knowledge about what many were doing that goes against Christ as a Christ follower. So it's controversial, especially for the Democrats. Charlie is a Republican, I'm a Republican, but a lot of Democrats loved him too, I'm sure. But he told, he had a goal, and he was very successful with it, I think. It caused problems in the LGQ, whatever, the gay community, the trans community, because it's not what he says, it's what God says. And he was a strong Christian, and he hoped to help save souls with God working through him. And I've never in my lifetime seen a public figure die and touch a nation like he did. And he touched other countries, probably Norway as well.
Oh, all over the world.
All over the world, yes. All I can say is it's heartbreaking, but as a Christ follower, I know where he is. He resides in heaven with Jesus, with God, and I'm heartbroken because of his work, the work he did. You know, God will make a way for someone to follow in his shoes, but it's going to be pretty big shoes to fulfill.
Yeah.
So my opinion is biased because I am a Christian, I am a Christ follower, and I'm a Republican, and those are all things that he was. But he knew how to reach out to people that had different views, and he was not confrontational. So when he passed away, unlike other people that passed away in the past, we did not have crime in the streets and buildings burning and protests. No, we had people in prayer, you know, for his family, because we know where he is. We have a lot of sad people out there, but we'll get through that, and the turning point will continue and come back that much stronger, I think.
Yeah, and I saw his wife yesterday, and that really gave you hope. She was ready to, you know.
Oh, when she did her first speech.
Yeah, and I was hoping that, I know they have turning point in UK and Australia, and I think that there should be chapters. Like, I was hoping somebody in Norway could start it, you know, because we have the same climate over there. Socialist country, they're kind of running it like the Democrats would, like Joe Biden or Kamala Harris.
Oh,
yeah.
You sound like a Republican.
Of course. Yeah, I shouldn't say. Yeah, I am, and we're independent, so I can. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can speak that. And yeah, if you were the mainstream media, this conversation wouldn't be going on. No. They would cut me right off.
Oh my God, I would. I know, and I think I feel that sometimes when I ask people, because they think I'm with the mainstream media. But if you were talking to, say, the state-owned TV in Norway, NRK or TV2 or all the mainstream, and they talk to you right now, they would probably. I don't know, if you said something positive like you're saying now, you know, they would cut it so that whatever, that it would, you know, they would cut it down to nothing. And
and that's what our media does.
Yeah.
You know, the media is very strong. It's influential, and but it's not as strong as Christ, and it's not as strong as Charlie Kirk, not as strong as he was, and what his objectives were that he was able to reach. And me and my fiance were just very heartbroken.
Yeah.
You know, to tears.
Maybe he wants to say something, or
no, he doesn't.
No, but I understand that.
Yeah.
No, and I've spoken to a few young people today. Four kids, the surfers I told you about. They're like 16, 15.
Did they know who Charlie Kirk was?
Oh, they follow him. They were heartbroken. And another 19-year-old kid that goes to the tech college here. He also said, and he said that I didn't know that college was kind of left wing, and he said there's people there.
Most of them are.
Yeah, but I thought like a tech college in my head. I thought, you know, they can't be like the others. They are.
They are. All of them. I mean, most of the universities are. You know, public schools and even the private. But you talk to them. So even those young people that have not made the decision of accepting Jesus as their Savior. Even those, one recently called his mother, was heartbroken to say, hey, did you know what happened to Charlie Kirk? We didn't even know he knew who Charlie Kirk was. It's because he touched so many lives of the youth. And the youth is going to be what's running our nation in the future. But more importantly, than Charlie's mission was to bring them to know Christ so that they could spend eternity in heaven and not in hell. So this is a price he paid, but it was already written in the books, you know. So I think there's going to be something much, something bigger in terms of the plan that God had for Charlie, because we know where Charlie is.
Maybe it is a turning point to the better, because I know the kids or a lot of people will mobilize. Like I was listening to his wife yesterday, and I think maybe if anything positive will come out of it. But it's really, I don't know. I feel like I've lost a brother. I don't know.
It's it is. I've never seen anything. You know, today is my birthday, so you know, I already told you how old I was. Thank you. I already told you my ancient age. So in my lifetime, I've never seen anyone pass away in my lifetime that has touched the world like he has. You know,
they had a thing over in UK. Thousands of people. I've seen him in other countries too. But I spoke to a man. He's 82 years old, and he remembered JFK get killed. He was 21, and he said
he remembered what?
He remembered when JFK Junior. No, oh my God.
JFK.
Yeah, JFK, of course.
1960.
Yeah, 63. He was just married, and I spoke to him and his wife. They looked like they were like, I couldn't believe that they were 82 years old. You know what I'm saying?
That's the last. I was telling Vic.
Yeah.
That's the last time I wouldn't have remembered because I was a little baby.
Right.
That I felt the world was touched, or United States was touched when he died.
And that's what he said. I asked him, would you like to talk to me? I said, I haven't felt this bad since 1963, he told me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
God.
they're amazing,
Yeah.
but you know, for other reasons.
Yeah.
Other reasons.
Yeah.
So, you know, God has a plan, and He's talked about the evil and the good in the world. And you know, you have decisions to make. It's a free world, free U.S. and free will. Free will we have.
Yeah.
So we never know when our days are numbered. We never know. Just like Charlie did.
Yeah.
But Charlie had nothing to worry about in terms of his where he would spend eternity.
Yeah. No, he didn't. That's true.
Yes.
They have these things online, you know, with him and Jesus up in heaven, and the left is just going crazy because we're not allowed to do that. They like Kilmar Garcia and the bad guys.
Yes, yes. I'm astonished by that. Most of my friends on Facebook are Republican, but I do have a couple that are Democrats, and one of them has posted some things I totally do not agree with, and it's really very, very sad. I'm sure there's many Democrats that feel the same way, but
about Charlie Kirk.
About Charlie Kirk,
that's
just
hard.
lies that the mainstream media has said.
Yeah.
Things they say he has said and supported, and they took it out of context.
I'm actually doing that for my job, for my reporting. I was going to do all the things that they're bringing up, like him and the Second Amendment, and that one that they say that he said, well, it's worth it when someone dies.
Oh, about the guns?
Yeah, and it happened after a mass shooting, and then when you look at what he said, it is like the child will comment from Trump, when they took that out of context,
Yes.
And so I'm going to do one comment at a time, because the Norwegian media is also writing these things, and I'm going to post it on our website. And
wonderful.
It just makes me so mad, because I love America, and they're writing about our country. I live here, and they have no right.
Yes, it's sad. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, no, thank you for your time. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'll be celebrating at an Indian restaurant tonight.
Indian, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sound that saved a wretch like me. Was not